get together and literally intentionally grow and learn and go to that next level is just amazing. So I'm always glad to be a part.
Now you are so successful. On the outside, we see it all, but we know that there are challenges and things on the inside, but to us, you are success. And with that, I know you've been through plenty of things that you can share with us, but what would you say are some keys, not just to your success, but to success of just women in general?
Keys to success, I would say, taking one day at a time. It's easy to get anxious about the bigness of your dreams or the bigness of your plans. And sometimes when God gives you something and it's bigger than you and you've never done it before, it can be intimidating. But you've got to trust His voice, trust what's in you, and just go. Even when you don't necessarily have all the support or finances or even experience, you have to just go and move forward and take a chance on you. And I think those are the things that allow you to get to a place of success. Whether it's taking a chance on business, taking a chance on having children at an older age, or getting in a relationship. We live in a world where we're always taking a chance, and sometimes you don't know how it's going to go. Unfortunately, too many of us are cynical and pessimistic and negative. You know what I mean? They probably won't, it probably won't, they won't see me. And so if you're so busy telling yourself what won't happen, you can't feed yourself what could happen and what will happen. And your body literally responds to your words. And so affirming yourself is everything. And I think that's what I do more of than anything. All right, Erica, you got this. Okay, I'm tired, but I have to do this. Okay, focus, zone in. Okay, we'll sleep next week, Wednesday. All right. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I think we all do that.
Right, Carol.
Yeah. Someone just asked me, when are you resting? I was like, next week, Tuesday, I'll sleep.
So you do get some rest?
Do I get rest? Yes, I do. And I try to be intentional about my rest and how I wind down, what I say to myself at the end of the night. You know, not necessarily grading myself, saying, okay, we made it through that day. Tomorrow's a brand new one. God will give me brand new mercy for the day. There will be victory when I get there tomorrow. There will be joy when I get there tomorrow. There'll be some angels that's going to protect me when I get there tomorrow. So I don't have to sleep in fear. I can rest in peace and know that God is going to take me everywhere I need to go.
I love that.
Thank you.
Real quick, I want to acknowledge everybody that came in while we were talking. Shout out to y'all, especially that group that walked in and they saw you and everybody just pulled their phones out and started taking pictures.
I love it.
I love it too. So yeah, that's them right there. We can all hear them right there. So let's talk about music, because you got a new project coming out. Tell us about that.
So, it's such a cool collection of music that I started recording during the pandemic. So some of it is very hope-filled, but some of it is very reflective of just wishing that we saw each other different, that we treated each other different. I saw the church go through a crazy, crazy time and phase where it was separated. It was black and white. It was mask, no mask. It was vaccine, no vaccine. It's like, what in the world is happening? And so it was just really heartbreaking to see people who had been in a relationship for years literally be split apart. Like, we lost some members at our church simply because they didn't want to wear a mask to church. Stop coming. So it was just a lot of really difficult things that I went through, and I wanted to wrap that all up in a song very honestly. And even though my perspective is usually trying to lift people and be as positive as I can, when it sucks, sometimes you just have to say it sucks. When it's broken, sometimes you just have to say it's broken. And so the album will be very honest, but still optimistic. I thought I had the title, but I just wrote another song that may steal the title because I think that kind of encapsulates the whole thing. So I'm still creating the record.
What's the title?
It's the working title. It's not the real. It may not.
You can share.
It may not be.
Look, we won't tell anybody. It's just us here.
Just us. Just a few people in here. I can't. My husband would have my throat, and my PR team would have my throat.
Okay. We don't want that. We don't want that.
We have to ask. Yes. Positively, absolutely wonderful. Now, you talk about your family a lot, especially your sisters. And I love the story you talk about. You and your sisters actually got your start on Bobby Jones. All of your sisters. So, you know, how important is family to you?
Oh, family is everything. everything. Family is strength, it's accountability, it's correction, and it's love. And I think if you allow people to love you and not correct you, it's not really love. And so that's what's really great about my siblings. We're all on a text chain that is the most outlandish, disrespectful thing ever. And if anybody got a hold of that text chain, I'd be in a lot of trouble. But I'm grateful for the prayer that we have every single morning. When things get real tough, first thing we do is pray. First thing. Then sometimes we get together. Sometimes it's like, all right, it's time for an intervention. You know, because everybody's moving in their different spaces. Like my sister Google was just in South Africa for 3 weeks. And I think after 2 weeks, we were like, all right now, come on back now, what you doing? Just checking on each other. If I'm working too much, my oldest sister Malia will always call and say, all right, we've been in 3 states in 1 week. When you're sleeping, do you need to come over here? Because I know your house is busy. Just let me cook for you and get some rest. It's just so sweet to have that in your life. But even with all of that, you know, we go through what everybody else goes through, having differences of opinion and disagreeing with each other, trying to get back to forgiveness to where, you know, that's a party at so-and-so's house and you're like, I ain't going because they on my nerves. Tina is the first one that will call. I'm like, you still mad, stupid? Just come over here.
It seems like her too, yeah.
She gotta be an Aries.
Yeah.
Look, I think we all know that's Tina.
Yeah, absolutely. Love her, love her. She's working on music as well. And so
Who is she?
We're bouncing ideas off of each other. Well, what you think? And all of that. And so I'm mad at Warren because he did 2 of her songs and I was supposed to work last week. So I'm gonna try to be fair. And I'm like, okay.
You have to share him. You have to share him.
And speaking of Tina and
Yes.
family, of course, you and Tina make up Mary Mary.
Yes.
Are y'all gonna put back together and put out a project? I know you're working on yours, but
We actually have some performances. It will be in Philly at the Soul Picnic. I can't remember the name of it in Philly. The big thingamajig. That's terrible. I know the cities that I'm
You
going to.
do a lot. You do a lot.
I do.
We
I know the
understand.
cities and the dates. I'm sorry.
That's all
When
you
people,
need.
oh, who else is gonna be there? I don't know. I don't know. I just know we're singing somewhere. But we are doing something really cool at the Kennedy Center. We're doing Easter at the Kennedy Center with Mary Mary, the Walls Group, I believe J.J. Harrison, Lena Bird Miles, and some other great artists. I'm super excited because that's been one of my bucket lists things that I wanted to do, and that was sing at the Kennedy Center. So I have this list of places that I want to sing. I have a few more things on the list, a few more places, but we get to sing at the Kennedy Center on